guys, it's Ash and we're out here at Street Machine Summernats 34. It's day one and packed full of action. We've got more than 500 cars lined up for the city cruise. Skid Row is going to be going off from 1 this Arvo, and we've got 20 mental cars competing in the Last Chance Wildcard Burnouts for those 3 spots in the Burnout Masters. We're so stoked to be back here at Summernats, so let's get cruising.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
So my name's Jacob, I'm from Brizzy and I'm driving a Turbo Barra HC Holden. It had a 186 in it 2 years ago and it's now got a Turbo Barra motor.
And how's the Turbo Barra compared to the 186?
Oh, just a little bit faster.
go hard or go home. Here we are.
My name's Billy, I'm from Canberra. It's a 1974 HJ panel van, just a Kingswood, but yeah, bought it as a ongoing project and it's almost finished.
And tell us about the theme.
The Grinch, mate. Just here to piss everyone off, so why not? I've been to just about every Summernats, and I brought my old band's HZ Premier, just a 253 Trimatic, but it was all, you know, bare metal respray sort of thing, so yeah, first Summernats was in a HZ Prem. Just laps, watch the burnouts, yeah, just do what I've been doing for the last 35 years, so yeah.
So my name's Rob, I'm from Canberra, I'm a local. It's a 1971 Holden LC Tirana GDR, and it's recently just completed a 10-year restoration, ground up, nut and bolt, no expense spared. Look, in my youth I actually had a HJ Sandman panel van, a genuine Sandman panel van, and I'd give my teeth to have that back again now. Following that I had an LH slash LX, it was actually an LH body that was done up as an SLR 5000 L34, and you know, back in those days I threw a lot of money with it, and it certainly wasn't an original car, but it was mucked around with. This car, on the other hand, has been restored as per factory. It's interesting, the houndstooth Indy orange trim, when I was a teenager, I loathed that coloured trim. I would have ripped it out and I didn't like it, but nowadays I love it because it is period correct. That was the period, and as I said before, this is the actual original trim. The only thing not original about this car is it had a Opel gearbox in it when it left the factory, an Opel 4-speed. For those that knew LC Tiranas, Opels were a piece of junk, and I mean a piece of junk. This has got a M21 XU1 ratio Aussie 4-speed gearbox in it with a aftermarket that Holden sold through Delco hydraulic clutch actuation rather than mechanical wrap trap they had. Other than the clutch mechanism and the actual gearbox, which is an Aussie box instead of an Opel box, everything else is original as it left the factory. Even a 161 matching number, original engine as authenticated through the vehicle production report. It is the original engine, refurbished, rebuilt obviously.
From Canberra, Damien, the Vale Calo Turbo factory manual. Found it in a paddock, been sitting there for about 10 years. An 83-year-old lady bought it new, sat in a paddock for 10 years. I retrieved it and did a full rotisserie restoration on it. Extremely hard. Easier to build one modified than original. But an offer at 130, 3 offers at 100, 1 offer at 110.
Sounds too cheap to me.
Can't build for that.
This VL is very nice. It's got, you can tell the guy didn't put like a lot of work into the body and stuff, but you don't need much to make him look at you when you got a blower sticking out the hood. He's done some like nice wheels, you know, he's got motorbike sized tyres on the front. You can tell it's gonna fly. You can tell he's pushing a lot of power. It's all around, just great car.
My name's Paul Thomas. I'm from Kenthurst in Sydney, and it's a 67 Mustang. I bought the car in the 90s and started doing a lot of things, and it was, you know, the chassis and the suspension and everything was all sort of finished, and the cage was done by about 2004, and yeah, then I just got onto other things, and you know, it's been the last couple of years we just sort of got into it and got it painted, and yeah, here it is now. A lot of engineering in it. Power steering, air conditioning, electric windows, central lock and electric handbrake. The back of the bonnet's 2 inches longer, the firewall's pushed back, the motor's back about 6 inches. 403 cube dart block, Cleveland crank, 3V aluminium heads, 8 throttle body EFI, it's got a Haltech 2500 Elite on it, makes 646, yeah, and dream to drive.
Yeah, g'day, I'm Bruce Corrigan. Was from Bemboka, New South Wales, and I got me 1977 HX sedan. 2 years ago we had a couple of cars lined up to come up here, and then we were hit with a big bushfires down at Cabargo and Bemboka and the whole south coast. And I got trucks and excavators, and we had the water tanks on, fighting them. It was just a war zone, you know, and we just couldn't make it. You couldn't get out of town anyway to even try and get here. And we rang Summernats, and kindly they put our entries over into the next year, and then that never happened because of COVID. Then all last year I ended up moving up to Harvey Bay, took all the cars and bikes and everything up there, and then it was only 3 days ago that I decided to come down, and just that day as I took off, I hit the tail end of that cyclone just south of Brisbane, ripped the sun visor clean off my truck, and just smashed up against the bonnet and the windscreen of my car, and I just didn't know what to do. It was just like, mate, turned around, it was all good. Got here, and here we are, 2 days polishing it and cleaning it, and got it back in the show.
What's the plans for the rest of the weekend?
Oh, just a cruise, enjoy it, meet up with a few mates that I haven't seen for a while. We've got 3 cars up here this year, so hopefully we'll just all have a good time and, mate, just listen to all these beautiful thumping motors. Yeah.
have it, our 5 Burnout Masters wildcard entries. Congratulations to those guys, massive achievement. Tomorrow's going to be mega. We've got Burnout Championship qualifying all day, Horsepower Heroes in the dyno cell. We've got Cursor and Hooligan Hefts in the evening, the Top 60 unveils, that's always killer, and the first ever Braddon Fringe Festival in the CBD. See you then.